Find the surface area and volume of a composite three-dimensional shape consisting of a cube and a square pyramid. So we're going to do both the volume and area so you have an example of each. So let's start with the area actually. The total area is the area of all the surfaces of the cube except one, because its surface area, the one under the pyramid, does not count. So a cube has 6 squares on it, but the one under the pyramid does not count. So there's going to be 5 squares, which is 5 base times height or length times width, and the base and height are both equal in a square, plus we're going to have 4 triangles, so 4 1/2 base times height. So these are the squares, 5 of them, and these are the triangles, and there are 4 of them on that pyramid, square pyramid. Students sometimes get confused about whether or not they should include the floor here, but the floor is part of the outside surface. You have to remember this thing can be picked up and turned and rotated, and when I turn that thing and put it upside down, that floor is going to be on the outside. However, the square into the pyramid is inside. It's never going to be part of the surface. So let's plug in our numbers here. Our total area is equal to, again, there are 5 squares. Each square is 10 times 10, base times height, length times width, plus there are 4 triangles. Now look at the triangle. Right here is the base of that triangle. So 4 times 1/2 times 10 is the base. It's the same as that down there. Times the height of the triangle. And the height of the triangle we call the slant height of the pyramid. It's the 13. So 4 times 1/2 times base times height. So this ends up being 500 plus 260. So that's 760 feet squared. The volume is length times width times height for the cube, plus the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. So that would be length times width times height for a cube. It's just 10 times 10 times 10. Plus 1/3 the area of the base of the pyramid is that square up there, and that's just 10 times 10 times the height of the pyramid. Now the height of the pyramid, we're going to have to do a little figuring here, comes from this triangle right here. Now we know that this length is 5 because it's half of the 10. And we see that the right angle here, that the hypotenuse is the 13 right up here. So if we call this h, the height of the pyramid, we know that 5 squared plus h squared is equal to 13 squared. 25 plus h squared is 169. If I subtract 25 from both sides, I get 144. So h squared of both sides is 12. So the height of the pyramid is 12. So the volume is 10 times 10 times 10, 1,000. Plus the 3 and the 12 cancel. I get 4 there. And 10 times 10 is 100, so that's 400. So the volume is 1,400, and that would be cubic feet, or feet cubed.